Hi, my name is Paige and welcome to my July TBR jar. I feel like this video is going to be a little bit chaotic because I have not sat down to really plan this out. But I'm telling you now, this is going to look a little different than it has in the past few months because I want to read 25 books this month. I bought a lot of books, I got a lot of books in a little free library, and I just want to read enough books to try and get me as close to 100 books on my physical TBR. I have been doing a great job and then this little haul kind of messed me up, so I'm trying to steer myself back in the correct direction. That being said, I still want to pull prompts. However, I was a little intimidated by some of the prompts in here, so I did pull some out that would not fit my goals. That being said, I left a ton of draw extra prompt cards in here and other things in here that might make this video interesting. So I'm just trying to be upfront with you. Yes, I did take out some prompts, but there are still some good ones in here. And I guess we're just going to start pulling prompts. I think I'm going to pull 8 because I was a little dishonest by taking some prompts out. So usually I would pick 4. We're going to double that to 8. And then, like I said, there's some double prompts in here and everything. We're just going to see where the game leads us. So prompt number 1 is historical romance, which is perfect because I've actually been reading a couple of those and I am in the middle of a couple series, so let me grab one. So I'm going to be reading A Delicate Deception by Cat Sebastian. This is actually book 3 in a Regency Imposters series, but I cannot find the audiobook for book 2 anywhere. So we're just gonna skip book 2 because I need to be able to listen to this at work while I'm on my lunch break, and I can't read a mass market paperback while trying to eat spaghetti or something. So I have the audiobook through Hoopla, I believe, and I am excited to read this. I just really like this series. I like Cat Sebastian's romances that they write. It's just so much fun. So it looks like there is a character named Sydney who's pretending to be a duke, and he forms a relationship with somebody named Amelia. So I don't know how that's gonna go. It's probably gonna be dramatic, but it is pretty short, so we will see. I'm excited. Prompt number 2 is going to be These Books Will Deconstruct, and I know exactly which one I'm gonna pick. For my These Books Will Deconstruct list, I put books that were on a TBR last year that I did not finish or even start. And one of those books is Fairy Tales from Verania by TJ Klune. I put this on multiple TBRs and just never got around to reading it, so we are finally going to be continuing on with the Tales from Verania series. This is kind of a short story collection that's not quite in the same world but uses some of the characters, I believe. I don't know. I just know it's gonna be weird because it's TJ Klune and this series is just a little weird and I love it. So finally going to add this to my TBR again. Prompt number 3 is going to be an illustrated cover. So I'm going to go with Something Fabulous by Alexis Hall, and it looks like this is following Valentine, and he is engaged to Arabella, and she wants something romantic and doesn't want just a marriage of convenience or a marriage that was set up for her. So she runs away, and Arabella's brother Bonnie tells Valentine that he needs to chase after him because Bonnie seems to be a hopeless romantic as well, and on Bonnie and Valentine's journey to find Arabella, they might form a sort of attachment. So I think it sounds really cute. Goodreads doesn't have the best ratings of this one, but I loved A Lady for a Duke so much that I just want to read more Alexis Hall. So I'm gonna read this one and I'm excited about it. It sounds so cute. How could that not be cute? Guess we will find out. Are we on prompt 4? I'm gonna say prompt 4. Let's see. This one we are going to do is an ebook, and this might be kind of cheating a little bit, but the very first book that I read this month was Home Before Dark by Riley Sager, and I had bought that on my Kindle so long ago and I'd been putting it off forever, and I finally read it, so I'm gonna count it because it was the ebook that I was planning to read this month. I just hadn't been able to film my TBR chart yet. So we're gonna count it, okay? Don't be mad. It's my game, I make the rules, right? Prompt number 5, I think I just grabbed 2. Let's grab just one. Written in the 2020s. So we are going to go with 7 Days in June by Tia Williams. This, I think, is like a second chance romance of some sort. I know that Nat read it and has recommended it to me a couple of times, so I trust Nat's opinion. As we know, I tend to buy a lot of books that were recommended by Nat, so I'm excited to get to this one. I hope that it doesn't rip my heart out, but it probably will make me cry anyway. Prompt number 6. I'm surprised we haven't gotten a draw an extra prompt yet. I say that. Okay, so we're gonna do 9 prompts today. Okay, that just totally jinxed myself. And we're gonna put a prompt back later. Okay, 9 prompts. We are still pulling number 6. Maybe. Nope. Okay. I spoke too soon, so now we're at 10 prompts. Okay, please give me number 6, a real one. Okay, a mood read. Wonderful. Wonderful. So something I'm actually in the mood to read today because it's short and it's a little graphic novel. Shirley and Jamila Save Their Summer by, is it Gillian Gertz? Gillian Gertz? I totally looked up her last name and forgot how to pronounce it. Okay, so it looks like it's about Jamila and Shirley, who are kind of tentative friends, but then a pet gecko goes missing, and Shirley is the neighborhood detective, so they have to save the summer and find this gecko. It sounds so cute. Come on, that sounds so precious. So I'm probably gonna read this today as my book of the day, and I'm really excited. It just sounds so cute. I think there's more in this series too, so we will see if I'll be picking up more of those. Okay, prompt number 7 of 10 is a paperback. Wonderful. Okay, this is one of the longest ones for this month, but I have had this for so long, since I started BookTube and everyone was talking about Illuminae and the whole series. I haven't read it yet. I tried to, but listening to the audiobook just didn't work for me. I need to read along with it. So it is a paperback that we are going to read. It is on the longer side, but I've heard that it goes pretty quickly. I think the audiobook's like 16 hours or so. So longer than what I planned for, but because it's in mixed media form, I feel like it'll go by quicker than I expect. Okay, prompt number 8 is going to be a young adult. I could be wrong about the age demographic of this one, but I believe To Kill a Kingdom by Alexandra Christo is YA. It is about a siren, I believe, who is turned into a human, and she is forced to kill a prince, or else something happens to her. I don't know, but it is our book club pick of the month for the Story Continue book club, which is my book club that I host with my friend Serena at Read the Riot, and we are doing all fairy tale retellings, and this was inspired by Little Mermaid, I believe. We're all excited to get to this one. Definitely pick it up if you have not read it yet and read with us. It's a very low-key book club over there. We just kind of chat when we feel like it, and I love it. So this is going to be my 8th prompt. I'm losing track of all of these. Okay, prompt number 9 is written by a female author. And we are going to go with In My Dreams I Hold a Knife by Ashley Winstead. I have just heard from a few people that this was really good. Kayla from Books and Lala really liked this. I think Chandler Ainsley read this, and then a good handful of other people have read it and really liked it. I think the ratings on Goodreads are pretty high. This is so weird. We got new neighbors about a week ago, and there are 2 guys. I don't know if they're actually our neighbors or just like their friends, and they are peeking over my fence, like looking into the backyard, and one of them just like totally poured something out over my fence. That is so weird. What the hell? I'm gonna have to tell my grandpa to watch out for... He was like trying to pull himself up over the wall and like look into my backyard. What the hell? Okay. I will be reading In My Dreams I Hold a Knife. I already said that. I don't know what it's about. It is a thriller that I don't really want to know much about because I just like going into them blind, and I'm really excited for it. I've heard that it is so good, so I'm super pumped. And my last prompt is going to be most anticipated. Okay, you're all gonna laugh at me, but I have to do this. I'm obsessed. I need to know what is going to happen next. So yes, even though I want to read 25 books this month, I will also be reading Oathbringer by Brandon Sanderson, which is to date, the longest book that I have read. I believe that this one is clocking in at like 57 audiobook hours, and it's gonna take me a whole week. So I have made my reading schedule and I have blocked out an entire week so that I can get to this one, and we are gonna make it happen one way or another. And that's why I'm saying I need to try my best to double up on some of the weekends that I have to get through some of my other books. But I'm so excited. I have to keep going with the series. I'm gonna be so sad when I finish the next book in the series and don't have any more to read. So I could be pacing myself, but I don't want to. I'll probably just go back and reread the whole series before Stormlight 5 comes out sometime next year, but I'm doing it. I'm doing it, even if I want to read all of my short books. This one, it's my most anticipated, okay? I have to read it. And I just remembered I have a put a prompt back, so I'm gonna put back this ebook prompt because I have already completed that one and I don't think it's necessary. But again, I'm trying to be a little bit more honest on this, so let's do my actual 10th and final prompt since I put that one back. And we have the shortest book on my TBR, and it looks like the shortest one on my shelf is Saga Volume 10, which was just gifted to me by Aspasia for my birthday. So I'm excited to get back into the series. Number 9, left on such a wild cliffhanger. I don't even know how to feel about what's going to happen in this one, so I'm not sure if I'm going to reread the rest of them. If I start this and I'm so confused about who the characters are and what's going on, I might go back and reread volumes 1 through 9, but I'm excited. I am so excited. Thank you, Aspasia, for getting this for me again. And then we just have 2 more books that I have to add to my TBR. For my 12 and 12, I'm trying to read Peter Pan this month, and I'm going to read this like more interactive version of it. I might try and start it tonight. I don't know why I haven't read Peter Pan yet. I really don't, but I'm super excited to finally get to this one. And then for the buzzword readathon, I think that the month's prompt is weather words, and the only one I could think of was The Mighty Heart of Sunny St. James by Ashley Herring Blake. And this is a middle grade, I believe. I don't really know what it is about, but it seems like it's very summer themed, and I am excited to get to this. All of Ashley Herring Blake's middle grade and young adult books have been so good. I'm still trying to figure out if I love her adult sapphic romances that she's been writing, but middle grade has been amazing, so I'm very eager to get to this one. I think I'm gonna have a rough go of it this month, but I'm very excited to read everything right now. I just feel like I'm kind of back in my groove of wanting to read all the time, and hopefully July will be the month that I'm recording enough stuff so that starting in August I will have way more content being out. So wish me all the luck. I do have a whole shelf with a few more books that I want to read in the month, and I will let you know how I do next month, I promise. So if you think that I can read 25 books in the month of July, please leave me the number 25 in the comments. But I think that is all that I have for this video. I need to film a full book haul for my birthday and little free library hunting right now, so I gotta go, and I will check you in my next video, which will be out very, very shortly. All right, goodbye.